But of course, there's lots to look forward to tonight. You were speaking
Yeah,
to...
man, the Insider SA hits our screen 7:30 tonight. We're going to speak to the voice of this brand new show, or at least Kutle is. She's standing by in Johannesburg.
A very good morning to you, South Africa. A good morning to you, team. We are coming to you live at the Glory Restaurant in Melville, Johannesburg. Now, let me give you a little scoop on what to expect this evening on SABC3. The Insider South Africa, or the Insider SA rather, launches tonight on SABC3 at 7:30, giving us a guide to living better, making better choices, and making meaningful experiences. And the aim of the show is ultimately just to, stimulate and encourage local talent, whether it's through food, entrepreneurship, artisans, fashion, design, whatever it may be, with a strong focus on sustainability, collaboration, innovation, and all-round ubuntu, a sense of community. Now, I'm so excited to be joined by the narrator of the show for the very first time, meeting you, Nick Hammond, everybody.
That's right. Yeah, I'm surprised we've never met. Thank you.
Right?
Yeah, it's amazing to be here.
How are you doing? How are you feeling?
I'm doing well. I'm incredibly excited. Do you know how long we've been working on the show for? And it's not just me. It's a massive team of people that have been trying to put this thing together. And I think it comes at a really good time, right? I mean, I think that we as South Africans, as part of a global community, are craving this kind of a show.
100%.
And I think it's, I can't believe that the day is finally here, because people have been working sleeplessly over, I can't tell you how long, but we're ready and we're launching tonight, 7:30 p.m.
What drew you to be a part of the Insider SA?
I think it's what it stands for. I have always been somebody who's not only interested in the final product, but how somebody got to be there, whether that's a person or a brand or an initiative in an organization. There's a story behind everything, and there's a reason that people and places have got to how they've come to be. And this show wants to look at that, and it wants to do it with a mindset that's interested in sustainability, it's interested in good living, and it's interested in meaningfully adapting to this crazy changing world that we live in an impactful way. And why would anyone not want to be a part of something like that?
And earlier on, we briefly spoke about how crazy things have turned out. You are currently broadcasting from home. You're recording everything, the narration of the show, from home. Why do you think it's so important for the show to inspire us South Africans, particularly during a time where, we are losing jobs, or, we're going through this global pandemic?
Well, so much of what's being placed on the Insider SA is stories about people who know that the world is changing, and they know that things are difficult, and distraction leads to a very rough road, but it also breeds creation. And from stories of adversity and stories about people who've come from humble beginnings but have been able to manipulate and change their world, I think the rest of us can look at that and find a sense of hope and find a sense of a way out from everything that's going on.
And what excites you the most about the show?
So much. I mean, in the first episode, I don't want to give too much away, but tonight we're talking to Stephanie Wheel, who's this woman who's changing the face of the Miss South Africa brand, realizing that it's not just a glitz and glam thing anymore. You have to have empowered young female South Africans on the show that are represented correctly. We're chatting to a guy from Durban who is a designer that takes trash and turns it into like runway fashion. We're going on a game drive where finally you don't have to hear the noise of the engine roaring. It scares away half the animals. I mean, it's so different. Every segment that we're doing, every person we speak to comes from such a different walk of life, but with one common goal, in that they want their world to be better than it was when they found it.
That is so exciting for me. Just hearing about it, I want to see the visuals. But for you, Nick, you know that you are a loved radio host, but this is your first time narrating on a national television show. How exciting.
It's amazing. Yeah, I wanted to do something like this for a long time, and a lot of the stuff that we've done on my radio show over the last couple of years, with 5FM now doing the afternoon drive show, is that we've tried to get into the space where we change the mold a little bit and we don't do cookie cutter stories. And, the second that the team behind the Insider SA reached out to me and said, this is what they're trying to pitch, I was like, I have to do this. I have to be involved. There's no way that you're not going to not let me narrate this show, because I think it's exactly what television is needing right now in South Africa.
Truly. And as the narrator of the show, what do you hope your voice brings, to the stories that are being told?
I think I am very interested in sustainable living. I'm very interested in meaningful and impactful living. And I'm very interested in going inside stories to find out what they're really about. Where do things come from? Why are things the way that they are? And I want to bring that voice to the show because I think that it's a perfect marriage. I think both myself and the Insider SA share that common goal, and I can't wait to allow that to happen.
And it's very important for us to be knowledgeable about where things come from, to be knowledgeable about where we are and where we are headed in the future. So, Nick, what would you want South Africans to walk away with after watching the first episode tonight at 7:30 on SABC3?
I would like South Africans to have a sense of hope by being reminded about how many great stories there actually are in this country and how many powerful things are going on. You wouldn't believe it. I mean, we've got so many ways in which we are currently playing on a global stage, but we don't get to see that enough. We don't get to realize that there is nothing less brilliant than us. And I want people to see that this evening.
There's nothing less brilliant than us?
Yes.
We are brilliant,
Yes,
right? As
yes.
South Africans. It's the spirit of a wound. We are continuing the conversation with Nick Hamman, the narrator of the Insider SA, which launches this evening on SABC3 at 7:30. I'm pretty sure you do not want to miss out. We're going to be making garlic glazed fried chicken a little later on. That's going to be our breakfast. Are you excited?
Yes, I haven't eaten, so yeah,
Same.
we
I'm
get to eat
truly
it, right?
excited. So make sure keep it locked right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. See you shortly.